Hey guys, this is Starkiller Rock and I'm finally here with my tutorial on how to make custom clones. And yes, I know I have been gone a very quite long while. That's because my software, what I used to upload my videos onto the computer, wasn't working. And it was cutting off 2 inches of screen. So if I show you this guy, like put him there for example, it was cutting off all of this so you couldn't even see like his waist and stuff. But I tried taking off the software and put it back on again, but that didn't work. But thankfully, I finally got the software working now. The screen's fully sized and it's in colour because it was in colour at one point. So it's very good. So now it's gone back to normal again. I'm back on YouTube now. So I'm going to show you how to make like custom clones like this guy today. But because the video will be so long, I'm going to make different videos on different subjects. So you guys can just find the subject you're looking for instead of watching the whole video. And also because it makes it, well, shorter and less boring. So I'm going to get onto the video now. Okay, so my first topic today, one of the most important topics in this video, is, well, the main one, is how to get off Lego printing. As you can see, that this guy right there has no, well, he has these bits, but I wanted to just leave those things on. But he has no printing on here, so if you're making like those like camouflaged AOF troopers, and they don't have these bits here, you can just take it off. So what I use to take the printing off is just simply nail varnish remover. I know it's actually quite surprising. I was actually quite surprised myself, but this stuff is actually very quite strong, and it actually gets off Lego printing. Because I was just getting off some Sharpie, because I know this stuff gets off Sharpie as well. And I just accidentally, well not accidentally, but well actually yes it was accidentally. I just put his body in there, and I was taking off some of the Sharpie, and then when I pulled it back up again, his body, some of his printing was off. I'll show you the character. Here it is. Here. Yep, that just happened just by dipping him in the pot, like just getting some of the Sharpie off. So yeah, that's what I use this stuff for, to get off Sharpie and Lego printing. So it's very handy because this guy's going to be custom soon, and it's going to be made into Commander Reptile or something like that. This guy here is Commander Reptile. This guy in this form. So that's why I wanted to get the printing off, because I didn't want those things off. So there you go, you guys. You can just use nail varnish remover. You probably actually do already have this stuff in the house. So say if you have a sister or a mum or anything, like you can just ask her to borrow it, or you can borrow it or something, and they might let you borrow it. So yeah, this one, by the way, is a very quite strong one. You can use Sainsbury's own make, because that's what happened to this one. He used Sainsbury's own make on that. But this one's a more stronger one. So yeah, and the reason why it's good to use this is because it doesn't harm your skin either. You can also use Brassel. Yeah, Lego Boy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 also suggests this Brassel. And he has a video on his channel on how to do waterside decals and stuff. So if you want to, you can go and check out that. Yeah, so you'll find him in my subscribe box on page 5, I think, yeah. Okay, and also, just a quick shout out to Mr. This is kind of random, Mr. Red, I think it's called Mr. Red Lego something. Well, anyway, you'll find him in the description, Mr. Red something. I don't know what his name is, but a quick shout out to him. Please go and subscribe to him, because he wanted me to give him a shout out, so he just wants to get a few more subscribers, like to get to 40 or something, so please get him to 40 for me, you guys. That'd be very kind of you if you do. And now we're going to go on to some different subjects. Okay, so I've made these brand new clone troopers recently. These are the brand new arrivals to the Reptile Squad, and I'm calling these troopers Reptile Marine Troopers, because I don't know, it's just a random name, but they're kind of like, they're very secretive little like squad troopers who go like in the dark and like hide in, like ninjas, yeah, hide in tiny places and stuff. And these are my most latest troopers, and the most detailed ones and the bestest ones up to date, as you can see all the detail on his helmet there. He's just got a stripe, and it's a little bit messy, but yeah, I think it worked out quite okay, because I used sellotape, and what I do is I put sellotape one side here and one side there, and that actually is quite a good technique, because I do it on this guy here. I put sellotape on his helmet there and there, so you don't get any paint on the white bits. You will get little leftover bits, but you can just scratch them off with your nail, or I like to use this little screwdriver, because it just you can like that and it just comes right off, which is very good. But also you have to be careful that you don't scratch off the Lego printing, because sometimes you can scratch off Lego printing if you press too hard to scratch paint off or something. But back onto the subject. So I'm sure a lot of you guys know how to take the fin off anyway, but just in case you don't know, because I didn't know once and I just watched the tutorial, so I'm going to do a tutorial, so pass the word round. Yeah, just all you have to do is just get a simple nail file. I just use one of these because it's very easy to find, and they work just as good, and you just like sand it off. And it actually doesn't take too long. Sometimes I just like snip it off with like something, but you can just like sand it off, and then it goes nice and smooth like these guys do. Yep, so that's how the finished product looks like. Pretty cool, and it works out very well. And also, yeah, that's that. So, this is basically almost the end of the tutorial now, but just a quick little thing. If you guys paint your custom clones, and I'm sure you already do have a paintbrush like this, but just in case you don't, I would advise you to get a 0 paintbrush because they're very good. Yeah, it's called the number, it has like the number 0 and that's the size of it and stuff. And it's like this, and it comes with like a nice little cover on it, or some of them do. And they are very good for doing really thin detail, like I painted all this bit with this paintbrush. I also varnish my clones after I painted them, and I probably saw a lot of you do as well. But if you don't, I think I would advise you to get some varnish. It's very nice, and also it makes them basically waterproof. So I'm actually going to test my clones one day. I'm going to put him in a pot of water all day long and see if like any of the paint comes off, or I might even put him in nail varnish remover one day and see what happens then. Because he probably will completely come off in nail varnish remover. But even so, he's completely varnished, so he should be okay. It's pretty cool. I also do varnish the Sharpie bits because I don't know how to do arm decals, so he's got a little bit of Sharpie on his arms. And these guys actually mostly all Sharpie, so Sharpie actually can look good sometimes. I just varnish it so it doesn't come off and scratch off and stuff. Yeah, these Sharpie pens, they're very cool. I just got those quite recently actually, so I've only made a few clones with them. And also, if you when you do the sellotape technique, you will have to like push. If you leave it like for 10 minutes to dry, yeah, you can push back some of the paint because sometimes the paint can be kind of gooey. And I just used this little thing I got in the glass window kit, which you can also paint with this. And yeah, it's very good for pushing back the excess paint, and you get it a nice straight line, which is very cool. The type of paint I use is this paint here. You can get this from Hobbycraft and stuff. It's very cool. It's the type of paint what goes on glass, like stained window glass thing. You know, like the paint, the see-through windows. And this one's not see-through, but it's made by the same company, and this one is see-through. So this gives a different texture. This gives like a kind of bumpy effect texture, and this gives like a kind of plasticky texture. I'll show you the difference right now. So as you can see that this guy. You might be able to see I don't think you can see the difference on the camera, maybe not, but you can see that he is very shiny. You can see there, very shiny, and he is still shiny, but you can see like the light reflecting off it has like little freckles, and his is like very like in lines. So it has different textures, so you can see by the light effect that they have different textures. So anyway, this has been my first tutorial on how to make custom clones. I will make some more tutorials soon because I'm going to show you how to do decals soon. The cheap way of doing decals is like just normal paper, but I will do in the future show you how to do waterslide decals. But if you can't wait till then, just go to Lego Boy 1234567 channel, and then he has a tutorial on how to do waterslide decals. So thanks for watching, you guys. This has been Starkiller Rock, and also just another quick thing before I go. Here's a very good tip for you guys. You know the clones, when they have their helmets on, they have black all the way up to their necks. So what a very cool thing to do is, if you just get a Sharpie pen, it's an ordinary black Sharpie pen like this. Well, this is blue, but just pretend it's black, and just take it off and just like draw like all along there, and it just goes black. So when you put the helmet back on, as you can see, this guy, it looks like he has a black head, but actually he doesn't. He actually has a face, which is a very cool thing. And I actually like to do that with all my clones, basically, because it's very awesome. So, thanks for watching, you guys. This has been Starkiller Rock. I hope you enjoyed this quick tutorial, and goodbye.